fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age, showing money that I don't have as words on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living the fake Facebook life dream. If they post a pic of me eating clean, but it's pizza and burgers for dinner, you know what I mean. A snapshot of vacations that I got no money to take. Send you one of my sports car, you know that it's a fake. Got my love loaded up with things that aren't even true. Pretending on Facebook is my thing to do. Yeah, 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 yeah.
2,000 friends, which I've never done met. A pic of my lunch is what you gonna get. A hot post of your baby, say it's one darn cute kid. But I lied cause it's ugly, that's called an online fib. I talk about success in my job and the pending promotion, but in reality it's a psych, cause I got a demotion.
Only the fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age, showing money that I don't have as words on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living the fake Facebook life dream.
You block me on Facebook without a judge, jury, or trial. I'll be creeping you the next day with a shiny new profile. See a pic of my family? Yeah, we're having a good time. Well, the joke's on you. We have not talked in 8 months or 9. I'll tell you about the weather and the stuff you don't need to know. I'll fake a good illness so the sympathy will grow. I'll ask you to donate to my made-up cause and post selfies on the daily. That ain't breaking no laws. So don't judge the life of the fake Facebook man, pretending to be happy like no one else can.
Marky Mark
and the Funky Bunch. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, listen. Now you've been stubborn for the last 2 months, not willing to invest in a new webcam, and today you finally went and invested one, and presto, look at this, right?
Presto, things are fixed.
Things are fixed.
So there we go. Yeah. So it was. Do I go back to the day where you said it could be your webcam? And I should have listened to you. What, two and a half months ago?
That's right. Do I look like the Porcupine Strangler tonight? No, I'm the Strangler.
You've taken over the Strangler mode on tonight's show.
It was classic deflection mode. I said you were the Strangler, but it really was me. Right? Okay, whatever. I'm actually wearing a Pads K9 turtleneck. Can you believe it?
They're nice shirts. We picked that up from Martin. Martin dropped off a whole slew of shirts back at our Halloween bash at the Surge. So thanks to Martin. Always jumping in with amazing stuff. Of course, one of our great sponsors here tonight. Can't thank our sponsors enough. Lucian Transportation, Pads K9 Protection Detection Services, Midnight Express with Luke Shalafu, the Surge, of course, with our 12-month residency there at the Surge. Looking forward to our 80s night coming up on the 20th. Going to be a fun night, and Link North and Pitch, which we're getting set for that big launch coming up. The big launch watch party on the 18th. You excited to see how that production is going to turn out? I'm excited to see how we did, because we were on set for a long day that day.
Yeah, we were. We'll meet the entrepreneurs on Tuesday, so
that's right.
Looking forward to that. Janice said the CEO's sick. We're sorry to hear that. We hope he gets better. Now, here's a great question. Ashley asked, how's Vanguard? First of all, Vanguard's amazing, and I actually had a banner ready for this. Let's talk about the gaming community. So first of all, Call of Duty comes out every year. There's 3 developers. It takes 3 years to make a game, Kinsman. So this is way they can have one every year. It's been out for 18 years. There's been 18
Okay.
Call of Duties. Vanguard gets released at midnight. So me and my 2 boys were ready, right? Like the clock. Now, you got to imagine everyone's trying to log on to the server at once, like all across Eastern and Pacific time zones at once. So gamers are flipping out at about 12 o'clock, 10 seconds past 12 o'clock because they can't get on. You just got to wait a minute. Like everyone's dying. You see people flipping out on Twitter. This is garbage. I can't lock on. Where's my zombies? But gamers are not patient. I'm one of them, but yeah, it's awesome. You know, we're going. It's World War II, so you go against Germany, the Nazis, and then you blast some zombies, and it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun.
What's the coincidence that that game dropped at your right at the stroke of midnight on your birthday? Wasn't that what you were waiting in line for?
Well, no, everything's digital now. Yeah, I don't wait in line. It's just automatically playable at midnight, even though you can purchase the hard copy of the game. I do miss going into GameStop/EB Games to purchase games. I was telling them the other day when I was buying another controller, I miss seeing their faces and seeing the games. But this was digital, and it always comes out around the like in November 4th, 5th, and 6th. So that's an automatic birthday gift for me. It's the only one I
There
ever
you go.
want.
Every single year, you were born. They always say there's a reason for your birth date. This is the reason for you every year. It's Christmas for you early.
I'm a video game release guy. I'll take it. I'll take it. But thank you so much, by the way. Amazing birthday wishes. Much appreciated. Everyone that sent me a message or a note, I loved it. It was awesome. You put up some goofy pictures of me. Thanks a lot, Kinsman.
Yeah. That's right. As they say, whatever happens out off camera and behind the scenes of Kins and Klopp Live, stays away from the forefront until it's someone's birthday. So I'm
That's
like, I got to find some goofy ones. So you're lucky I chose those ones because there's some goofier ones. But I said, no, let's save those for another day.
Yeah. And so then on the day, Terry said we had a karaoke night here. Terry had all these things set up. It was really awesome. We did karaoke and it was a lot of fun. So a good time. So I don't feel that old yet there, Kinsman.
No, a lot of people saying, some messages you're as old as dirt, and then there's some saying you're just a young pup. I like the young pup comments.
It definitely was an awesome birthday. Hello,
it was a good
Lori.
birthday.
Fake Facebook man. Yep. Oh, Mark. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Dennis. He could have fixed this a month ago, but he had to buy like 72 lights instead.
Didn't you call me instead of Superman or Super Dad for Halloween? I should have went out as Stubborn Man.
Didn't think you could be any more perfect, Kinsman.
Well, there you go.
I do.
Thanks for that comments. Nice blue backdrop tonight. We're getting set for Remembrance Day this Thursday. Everybody's going to be heading out to the cenotaph. And I've got the poppy on in the top left of my screen tonight.
Yeah. Do you need to tell people that, or is it blatantly obvious?
It's blatantly obvious. But you know what? There's not that many, the poppy trays in stores. I haven't seen too many of them in the city. Where do you get your poppies here in the city?
Everywhere. I've seen them at every store.
I haven't seen any of them.
Petro, I got mine from Petro in South End. My son are both gamers. Release times need to stop being later early, like 4 a.m. Right? Yeah. Because here it is. Like game comes out November the 5th. It used to be 8 a.m. November the 5th, but now it's a midnight. It's a gaming key. Gamers don't wake up in the morning. That's when they usually go to bed.
You were up. I see some of your notifications in the wee hours of your birthday. I'm like, oh, he's still enjoying his birthday. 2, 3 a.m. I'm like, yeah, he's in full game mode.
That's right.
You were playing into the wee hours, into Friday, into Saturday there.
Ashley knows every year it's in November. Do you play, Ashley? We'll get her gamer tag. They should be cheaper being digital, but no, you're right. They should be, but they're not. Yeah, pre-buy. Yeah. Kinman don't know what he's talking about these games. He's still You don't even play video games, you.
I don't play too many video games. My little guy is intrigued when he comes over to your place. We came over for Halloween. That's all he talks about now. I want to go downstairs with Aiden and play Minecraft or whatever game that you had for the PS5.
Yeah, you got.
And of course, at the Northern Ontario Expo and Timmins Con Mini, little guy saying, "Papa, you need to get one of these underneath the Christmas tree."
Yeah.
I think a PS5 or some type of gaming station will be around the corner. But he's obviously intrigued in some of the gaming, and he's pretty good at it too. It's amazing, the skill sets in the youngins compared to us old folk. I couldn't. I don't know what game they had at the Dante Club, but I couldn't play it.
You got to get up at the times there, Kinsman. Yeah, I'd love to see some Thunder Bay picks. Our guest tonight was actually just in Thunder Bay last night, and he's traveling. He'll be on at about 7:30. He's going to be stopping in Terrace Bay. Kinsman rules.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Thanks,
right.
Adam.
Got my poppy.
The messages. I got my poppy at Foodland at the Cache. All right, so I'll go to Foodland. Gentlemen with poppies at Food Basics. Maybe they're everywhere. I'm just blinders on, headed in and out of the store there. I'm not paying attention.
Thank you, Laurie. Thank you so much.
Prospector. There you go.
Someone's a creeper. I don't know who that is. Good evening, Jesse. There he is. So Jesse's B Sharp Sound Solutions. He was the DJ for Halloween Bash, and he is the DJ for the 80s night. So get your tickets at the Surge.
That's right. $10. Kim Donovan and her staff. And again, they're upping full capacity now, and the dance floor will open up after the 15th. So get your tickets. Again, Kim's got them, her staff there. Talking to Barry Gucher, big fan of our show. He's booked a table of 8 for the 80s night. So thanks, Barry, for dropping in and picking up his tickets.
Okay, thank you, Barry. We went out with him to go see Robbie G. So yeah, it's going to be a real fun night. Yeah. I'm going to ask you this question, Kinsman. Remember when you're young and Sundays came and maybe you went to church? I don't know. Like we grew up Roman Catholic, so we went to church and we had the breakfast and we came home and relaxed. Now Sunday, I always grew up knowing it to be a relaxing day, but I'm thinking today Sundays are they a relaxing day anymore? Are they a relaxing day for you?
Not too relaxing. You know what? My I guess explanation of definition of relaxing is doing the laundry, cleaning. It's funny. I don't think it's too relaxing. It's all the stuff that I put off during the week. I usually say, I am going to have a toned down day, but usually the laundry pile is there. Dishes need to be done. I'm going to scrub the tub. Hang out with my little guys.
Well, you're a ball of fun, Kinsman. A real blast to be around. You got to do this stuff all week, then you can have a relaxing day. Now let me guess. I have a system, my friend. I'm going to tell you. It's 1 load of laundry a day. That means put in the washing machine, wash it, dry it, fold it, put it away. You probably wait till Sunday to do it, and you got 32 loads to do, right? I probably,
you're close. I wait till about Thursday, and I usually try to get it all done by Friday. And
this delays
big piles on the bed, and things go downhill.
This delay's wreaking havoc in your life, my friend. Did you do this with dishes too?
No, I'm usually pretty good with the dishes.
I wish we could. You should put on the remote cam, the Kinsman cam, and show me your kitchen right now for proof. I bet you they're stacked up. They're stacked up.
No, it's not too bad. My boys are good. My boys are getting better at it now.
You can't blame.
What's that?
How old are your boys? 4, 5, and what?
5 and 3. Going to be 6 and 4 in January, February.
You can't put cleaning the dishes on them. Your boys. Thank you, Barry. Yeah, we're looking forward to.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
And he is blind. They are everywhere. Where can you get a poppy? I can't believe you asked that. You don't know? I'll get you one.
Well, I'm going to go buy one after the show tonight.
Good man.
But I just wanted to say during tonight's show, if anybody makes a comment, we have $25 to Tim Hortons to give away. So comment and have some fun. Of course, when we get to our main attraction, our main guest, Fangzhou is going to be joining us. The traveling comedian. And again, you said we're just outside Terrace Bay tonight.
Yeah, the hitchhiking comedian, the only one in the world.
The only one in the world. And again, he's going to be on our show shortly. And again, he's going to be at the Moneta on Saturday. So get your tickets for the Moneta and support another great local establishment here in the city. And Barry says Sunday is supposedly the busiest grocery shopping day. I remember when Sunday shopping was a topic. Mike Duty at the council table. Who's going to shop on a Sunday? Everybody shops on a Sunday now. I don't think there's no rest for the wicked anymore.
Amanda, I slept on and off all day from bed to couch. I'm exhausted. My MS was hitting me hard today. Hopefully you were able to get some good rest. I had to go to church, went to McDonald's for lunch, then to my grandma's, Nona, right? For cutlets and pasta. Sounds like
sounds good. That sounds like a fun Sunday. Hey, boys. Hey, and good old T-Bay. Yes, Ashley referring to our guest to be joining us.
Never too late to teach kids to help clean up. Should learn right off the delivery. See, the problem is Kinsman expects them to do all the cleaning.
No, I don't.
Teaching them. Like, you got,
I should say this. They did surprise me today. I was in the middle of, doing some preparation for tonight's show. And in the middle, I was walking back to the living area in the living room. And my little guy, Ethan, goes, Papa, stay there. Close your eyes. You can't come in here yet. And they went and cleaned up the room, made off a little area and a little space for the Christmas tree. They said, Papa, we're going to be putting the Christmas tree up next weekend. And they also even made the beds, which is very unheard of. I think they're trying to get me warmed up for that PS5 for Christmas, I think.
Yeah,
but, it's good when the little guys surprise you. I love it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you're raising them well, young man. All right, Kinsman. So before we bring our guest on, there was a couple things that we wanted to chat about. Yes, we are giving away a $25 gift card.
Yep.
So Algonquin's open for business, and the minute it opened, you raced down there first thing in the morning you wanted to be the first to drive on the new pavement. So, are you happy now that the construction's complete?
I am, because going back and forth to and from my boy's place to my place. I had to use that detour every single day, going to their daycare, schools, home, and back to my place. It's nice to see that the detour is no longer. But I wasn't there that early because they didn't open it up till the afternoon. But it was so nice to see their finished work. As they said, if you saw those pieces of pipe above the ground, those are all now in place. Talking to some of the construction workers here in this city, the infrastructure is ancient. Everything was crumbled, so you can just imagine the work that they had to do to put that in there. People say, "Well, it's taking so long." Well, here's your shovel. Here's a hammer. You get down there and do it. But thankfully, it's done. And again, yes, a ribbon cutting ceremony. I just wanted to say here, we're like the only city in the north when it comes to an intersection opening that there's a ribbon cutting. Mm-hmm. They don't do that in other cities. I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, in Thunder Bay, they just put in a what do you call that? A turnabout or turn around?
The roundabout. Remember when we were in North Bay? I had no clue how to use it.
Yeah.
Or was it Val Karen had one? I couldn't use it.
Yeah, you better learn. You go to Thunder Bay, they got one there too, and they had a ceremony. So
I love the GPS voice though. When you screw up on the roundabout, it says, "Please adjust your turn." Okay, you've now screwed up. Do a U-turn again and go back and negotiate that turn again.
Who's going to be the first one to hit those crosswalking button holes?
Hopefully not me.
Must say they could have fixed one part at the end of the bridge. Nasty bump. Is there a nasty bump?
I think on the right side. Yeah, right as the bridge reconnects back to the road again. Yeah, I think there's a bit of a dip.
Okay, you use blacked out. I'm not sure. Are we?
No.
Round is what we call it in the UK. Yeah. Wilson will be quiet now. PEI has 28 roundabouts. I hate those things. Well, it's supposed to improve traffic flow. So, okay, so it's done, and because there's only this one road in and out of Timmins. We're happy it's open again. But
Yeah.
you mentioned it with the poppy. So Remembrance Day is this Thursday. Now,
Yeah.
if you're not able to make it to the ceremony in Timmins, we are going to be doing a moment of silence on our show at 11 a.m. So if you want to give honor to those who laid down their life for we can enjoy this wonderful country of ours with our freedoms, welcome to join us. It'll be online, and we'll have a moment of silence, and that'll be at 11 a.m. So folks who can't make it to the service in person, you have another option.
Another option to pay your respects. And again, the cenotaph, I know they're not doing the normal traditional parade due to COVID restrictions, but if you do head on down to the cenotaph, they do say to wear your mask and to social distance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. So Joanne's dad was in the army, the military. He served. So I can't see it, like we can only see a certain size on the show. That's awesome. My grandfather served. I think I told you this before. He served at Vimy Ridge, a very well-known spot. And he survived, but he was shot by a German, and he always said, I wanted to shake that German's hand who shot me because I got to go home. That's what he told me when I was young.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
And taking the good and the stories of the veterans who gave it their all for us to have our freedom, and then you see stories just recently people spray painting the cenotaph,
Yeah.
and, the wall memorial, which is so disgusting, but great to see the people in the city have fallen in line as a whole bunch. I don't know who, but if you are a part of the graffiti taking off of the memorial, thumbs up to you, because I drove by. There was a few trucks there today wiping it off.
Yeah, that was a pretty disgusting act. So I'm glad they got that fixed up.
If anybody knows of who did that, Crime Stoppers, you can give them a phone call.
They need a lesson on what these folks did to protect our freedoms.
That's right.
All right, you had a question here. We're still waiting on our guest. He's en route to Terrace Bay. If you see me looking down, I'm messaging him. He's just telling me he'll be on shortly. You wanted to ask me this question, maybe ask others. What was the best Canadian television show of all time? So my answer is Degrassi. It's always was, always will be Degrassi. You had a pretty good answer too, I have to admit, though.
The Beachcombers, and it's funny, those two are trending across Canada today. Beachcombers and Degrassi as a well-made Canadian TV show. I can remember watching the Beachcombers. Still one of the best shows. If I can catch a rerun the odd time, I will actually, no matter what I'm doing, I will sit down and watch that episode. There was nothing better than a Beachcombers episode, and of course Degrassi. But I can't. It's a toss-up. They're both amazing in my eyes. But they wanted to find out which one is better.
If we were on the Beachcombers, now we're going to eliminate some younger people from this conversation, obviously. But I guess I would be more Relic, and you would be, what was the other guy's name? Was it Nick?
Nick and Pat, was it not?
Who's the guy with the sort of the curly hair?
I think it was Pat.
Okay. Beachcombers was good.
Bruno? I want to say Bruno. I am running vague on the names. I think Bruno. I want to say Bruno.
Oh, we have some good ones here. Okay, Romper Room, but I would go with Mr. Dress Up.
You know what's funny? The Romper Room, when she used to do, go around the room at the end with that, the mirror, saying hello to all the kids. She never any episode I was tuned in. She would never say hello or good morning to Mark, and she set my day off on the wrong foot every single day.
This is why you got so stubborn in your older age.
That's
Heartland,
right.
Okay, Heartland's another a newer series, but a very good series. Full House, I think that's American though.
Yeah, that is American.
I think, but I could be wrong. Red Green, yeah, I respect him. Fix everything with duct tape. I love it. That's my philosophy.
I think, the Tom Green show, speaking of Canadians, I used to love watching Tom Green. You don't see too much of him anymore.
Degrassi, yep, of course. Friendly Giant, yes. Yeah.
And Mr. Dress Up.
I already said Mr. Dress Up, Kinsman.
No, you said Ernie Coombs. Yes, I miss that guy. That guy was so awesome at drawing. Remember when he used to sit down at his easel and whatever he drew, it always trumped what you tried to draw, because they used to always sit down and say, okay, pull out a piece of paper. Here's how we're going to draw this. And yours would never match what Ernie could to draw. Or
no, you can't draw better than Mr. Dress Up. No way. he was awesome. The Friendly Giant would say, look up, look way up. Rusty was his draft. Do you know that?
Yeah, you know what? It's funny. I'll say that line, to look up, look way up, usually when I'm and my little guys are in the middle of getting dressed or something, and they said that line, because I guess I've said it a few times. Said, all right, it's a little lines here or there. You take from TV shows.
His Quickie Lorraine. He can't say Quishy Lorraine. Am I reading that right, Kinsman?
Is Quickie what? Lorraine?
Never said Ashley either into that darn mirror. See, if you were left alone there.
See, Ashley, I'll always turn my day off into the worst. I'm like, there's no marks. It was the same as the Santa display when Santa was at the Woco Mall in Ajax. They used to have this list of the people on the good list and on the naughty list, and my name was never on the good list. You go up the escalator and you'd see all the names, and my name would never be on there. I'm like, yeah, I guess I wasn't good again this year.
That was Relic from Beachcombers. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but
yeah, Relic. I think everybody can relate to Relic's character.
Like the breakfast buffet. Can they relate to Relic?
I think so. I could relate to Relic on about four days of 7.
The draft's name was Jerome. I said Rusty.
No, Rusty was the rooster in in that bag.
I hated that show. He whines throughout the show. My kids were never allowed to watch him. Is that Mr. Dress Up? I'm curious to know which show that was.
I don't know.
Maybe he's talking about this Caillou, which I believe is American, but I believe that I've heard that a few times about
Caillou or Dora the Explorer.
Hola, it's Dora.
Yeah, Littlest Hobo was good too.
I like Dora. My daughter grew up with Dora.
Yeah, how can we forget Littlest Hobo?
Caillou, yeah. Okay, well, they're telling me it's Canadian.
Anyhow, all these great TV show guesses, and, comments are going to get you in for tonight's win, which is a $25 Tim Hortons gift card. And again, the winner. And speaking of winning, not only will someone win that tonight, Anne-Marie Phippen, she won the $50, that Ultimate Restaurant gift card. I've sent her oodles of messages. I'm thinking because we're not Facebook or Messenger friends, probably been sent to her junk mail. So Anne-Marie Phippen, check your inbox. There's a $50 gift card for you.
They probably blocked you, Kinsman. I'll send them.
She blocked me.
There's my son. Yeah, your old man's alive, and he's whooping your butt at Call of Duty. So now who's king of the games? Canada AM, was that the morning show? The news
that was like the TV. Was that on Global? I do believe, or one of those.
Here's one. Danger Bay. That's right. I remember Danger
Bay was good. Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say MacGyver. I don't think MacGyver was Canadian though.
My son says
I used to love watching MacGyver.
Yeah, it is true, son. Your dad showed you who is the boss.
You're asking, since Austin's there, Austin, am I pink tonight? No.
That's a weird question. So here's an update on the Christmas parade. After our crying about we don't know what we're doing, people came to our rescue. This is how we usually get things: crying and pouting. Kinsman's paying.
No. We had some feelers out there, but here's the real deal. We left it to the last minute.
No, I wouldn't say that. We've been working on this the last couple of weeks.
Well, we had an original, float, a prospect, I'm going to call them. And then, due to, liabilities and whatnot, we couldn't get the mitts on a trailer. But we did get the good news today that Noel Belair, good old Noel, who, is known more for his pictures, 3,000 feet above Timmins. When he's flying around, he's going to loan us one of his trailers, utility trailers for Saturday, which my little guys and we went and checked out today. We're going to dress it all up with Candy Land themed, suckers.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, the way you talk about it makes it sound like you're trying to put me asleep here. We got a rocket float with some awesome decorations. We're about to kick ass, right? I know. Anyways, you're right. Yeah, folks have come through, so we do have a float. Your neighbor, right, made some awesome decorations. Terry's gonna making some decorations. Anyone that wants to help contribute, please do. And we're gonna get it together, and it's gonna be really fun next Saturday to be part of the Christmas parade. And how many registrants? Remember you said that it was a big number, right?
It's over 50 now. It's the highest in Timmins parade history. It's going to be a record-breaking parade with all the float entries.
Candy strippers. The problem is that Mark and I get the ideas, but we have no idea what the next step is. We need done ideas for the decorations.
Yeah, we've got. Looking at the pictures today, I think between the pictures that we were sent today and what Terry has, we're going to be more than enough to fill the trailer that we checked out today. And again, thanks to Noel for helping us out. Again, the next question is, will you or I be able to drive it in the parade? That'll be the next thing.
No, we don't want to drive. You don't want to do that. You leave that. I saw you drive a school bus, but we don't want that. But yeah, people sent us amazing ideas. The problem is we don't know what to do with that idea. It says get some glue, get some cardboard. I'm like, no, that's not our skill set. No. But we've had some people step up with done ideas. That's something we can work with because then we just have to put it on the float.
That's right. The done ideas here. That was my boy's neighbor there, Mary Laneville, Mary and Dave. They the pictures, giant suckers, lollipops, whatever you want to call them. A giant, wrapped up the Werther's originals, but in giant form. It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah. So we got that. Creativity. Terry's going to do a bunch of stuff. She's going to get that going. And anyone else wants to contribute, please. I believe right now we are going to meet at 12 o'clock on Saturday and decorate it. Then we got to be down by the parade area around 4. So it's not decorated yet. We have the truck. We have the trailer. We have the decorations being made. And we're going to meet Saturday at 4 to put them on. No, not you and I, Kenzie. You and I, our job comes when we're at the parade and we can hand out candies or talk. That's our job. We're not going to get involved with the decorating because, we'll let the professionals handle it. Let the pros take over. And again, when it comes to the parade, yes, you and I will be walking. We'll have a sound system there. My little guys are going to be on the float. Hopefully, maybe we can find a couple bales of hay. We'll sit those in there, and they can throw candy from the trailer.
Do we have someone to pull the trailer?
I think we do.
All right. So
if not, Janice, we can definitely call Janice. We have a few prospects in mind. Yes.
Okay, so Lynn, I don't know where we're going to decorate the truck quite yet. I'm thinking at my place, but I'm in Porcupine. We'll have to have or it's down by Mark's place. But if you're interested, just send us a message and we'll let you know. But we'll definitely be meeting in the parking lot at or the gathering area is for the Christmas parade at 4 o'clock. Yeah. So if you want to be part of the float, handing out candies or something, everyone's welcome. My mind, anyway.
Everybody is welcome. Yes, they are. And again, it's going to be fun. Looking at the forecast, 50% chance that we could see maybe a flurry or a snowfall. So, at least that's better than the rain. If it's going to rain, no fun. But, flurries I can deal with, especially for a parade.
You can deal with it. Good. All right. So I don't want to keep our guest waiting any while longer there, pal. So I'm going to bring him on.
Bring him up. The traveling comedian.
Hitchhiking comedian. I'll bring him on right now. There. Let's see if we get him. Hello. Let's see if we can hear him. There he is.
There he is.
Were you able to make it to Terrace Bay?
Is this better?
Well, it's a little better than it was.
No,
before.
I mean,
I think the reception's still a little bad.
A little bit bad where he's at. Probably not the best for signal up that way.
No. Terrace Bay, you should have a full service.
Sounds better to me.
It's chopping in and out.
So what? Like, do you know where?
Oh, I'm not too sure. I don't think we're going to be able to get the reception. We lost him, Kinsman. He's traveling, so he's once again he's a hitchhiking comedian. He travels through like hundreds of different cities across Canada, so he's always on the road, of course.
He's traveling all over the place, and again, trying to knock off on his bucket list every Canadian city along his way.
Yeah, maybe we could try the audio.
We could reach out and have him call.
Maybe we'll have to do that. But it's an amazing story. So he's a hitchhiking comedian, and his goal is to perform in every Canadian town and city, as many as possible. And he's been on, he's been on some pretty big shows. He's been on CBC. You can hear him on SiriusXM.
Yeah.
And he is coming to Timmins, and he's performing at the Moneta on Saturday night, on the 13th. So maybe we'll try it one more time and see if we can get him on here. All right, there he goes. You're right there. He's driving now.
Yes, I'm here. So I'm just trying to. I'm at the gas station. I thought that's the best gonna be, but I guess I'll go to the other hotel.
For a second there, you're sounding really good.
You're sounding really clear now. Maybe the gas station.
But we don't want to get him into an accident here, Kinsman.
No.
What about now?
Right now sounds it's better. We don't want to get you into an accident.
Oh no, it's all good. Why don't I just try to move 1 second to this hotel? Just 10 seconds of.
He looks like a much better driver than you, Mark. See how his hands are.
He's driving 10 and 2.
Right. And he has his seatbelt on. That's something you don't do either, Kinsman. So he's already 2+. Right? And I think I heard a turn signal. So 3 on Kinsman. He's doing really good.
Oh, come on. My driving's better than yours, Klopp. Way better than yours.
I don't know.
That's why the last 2 road trips, it was me driving down there. I don't trust you for a long road trip.
Yeah.
Jimmy, what about this place in front of this called a Seacom Plaza?
Yeah, are you like at the Imperial? I think, is there like an Esso there?
Yeah, so I was at the gas station, right? But it was, you said it was bad, right?
Wherever you are, if you could park safely right there,
Let's use that signal right there. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm at a sort of like this business area now.
All right. Well, he's there. This is perfect. Welcome to Northern Ontario.
All right.
Well, there we go. Now, the hitchhike. How much time do you spend on the road? I'm thinking you're on the road almost 3/4 of the year, right?
Used to be every day.
Obviously, with the pandemic, you had to kind of put a halt into it, but you're now getting back into, Canadian dates again. And it is said that you want to hit every single Canadian city with a comedic stop there. Is that true? Have you made a big dent? Have you made a big dent, leading up to Timmins coming up this weekend?
So before in Timmins, I was in Yukon. so I was really slowly getting back into my plan. Still. So the only place I'm missing is the Northwest Territory and then none of it.
Oh wow! So you're making quite the tour. So how did this idea come up? Were you thinking, you know what? I don't like sitting around the house. My idea is to always be on the road, and I'm going to see every single place in Canada, and hopefully to make them laugh. Just do
Absolutely.
something no one else is doing. Yeah, that's awesome.
Would you like to see my little apartment in my car?
Yeah, I do. I really do. Bet you's
Okay.
cleaner than this. Look at this.
Look at that,
This is all my sound equipment, and so would I be able to flip the camera? Oh, that's it.
Yeah, if you flip it sideways, you'll fill out the whole screen there. There you go.
Yeah, I think he means
So like iPhone, right? You flip from my face to the other.
If you could do that.
So
You
okay.
have camera mic setting on StreamYard. If you click that button, or I think it says camera, it will give you an option that says front and back. Oh wait, that probably turned it off. There's one that says front and back.
Oh yes. The back.
Yeah, you'll be able to flip your camera view. There it is.
Can you
There
see
it
me?
is. There it is, right there.
This is my little kitchen here. This is my food. Yeah, it's a bag of food, and then this I can show you better now.
Oh yeah.
So this is my little camera area, all my sound equipment, and this is my sleeping stuff.
That is
So
pretty...
that's my.
I love it. So we were talking on the phone, and in Chinese culture, the last name, when you look at someone's name, the last name comes first, and your given name comes last. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's correct.
And the proper pronunciation of the name is Hu Fangzhou. Almost had it.
Fangzhou. You're there. Getting there.
I almost maybe I wasn't the only guy to mess that up, but I think it's awesome. So you're going to be in Timmins for a show this coming Saturday, which is November the 13th at the Moneta.
Yeah.
I think it's a real privilege that you're coming, because I love what you're doing. What can folks expect when they see your show this Saturday?
So I performed in Timmins in 2019. I believe that was 2019. And so back then, I was still talking a lot about the stereotypes, being like the Chinese immigrant here. So this time, I'm bringing back all brand new stuff from my traveling in Canada. So now you're gonna folks can expect more like a more universal version of the Chinese comedian they saw in 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's really cool. So how many, when you're touring now, I guess it's a little bit easier now because the restrictions are getting a little bit better, I guess. How many cities do you work in a week? Like, do you try to get to a couple a week, or what's your game plan here?
It depends. It depends on what province or what area I'm in. So I'm really on my way to Halifax. So I'll be stopping in Sudbury, Timmins, and Ottawa before I get to Halifax.
Mm-hmm.
So usually I would say in northern BC, northern Ontario, the smaller town, I try to do three a week, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday usually.
And is it just you traveling? Do you have someone traveling with you, or are you solo?
Definitely just myself, because other comedians, they have families, they have wives, girlfriend, they have kids. Right. So
yeah,
definitely me. Nobody can travel like me, seriously.
Yeah. If you have a family and you're gone for 300 days, you might be coming back to no family. So it's definitely a solo. I would guess though, as a comedian, if you're looking for material, all this travel, every town you go through, you must be thinking, okay, I got a joke here, or I've seen something here, right? It must give you a lot of material when you're driving across the country.
all the time, man. And so I guess the thing is like lots of stuff are funny at the moment and probably funny the next day. But like when you bring that little like local funny joke to the next province, I because I know what you're talking about. I tried to do that in the past, and it
Mhm.
didn't work as well as I thought.
Right. Right, because you can't make really a joke about the roads in Timmins in Edmonton, Alberta, because it'd be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Right, yeah.
I was
But
doing a show last night in Center Bay, and I try my best to plan my material to suit the Northern Ontario crowd. I casually mentioned Prince George, and I will say half of the people got what it's trying to talk about, but because
right,
Prince George doesn't appear to be a nice town, right? So in Western Canada, when I say Western, I mean like mostly Alberta, British Columbia. If you mention Prince George, you'll get a instant laugh. But I guess I completely forgot about that part. So half of the crowd didn't get what I was talking about.
now where were you performing in Thunder Bay? Were you at Crickets?
So quickly we're shut down now. So I was performing at a private show in somebody's backyard. That
Oh,
seems
not
to be the new trend now.
right.
Backyard comedy. Yeah, you got to do something, right? The cards are dealt with. The pandemic. It's nice to see you see a lot more of that actually popping up. So it's nice to if someone were to message you and said, I want you to play in my backyard. I've got a dinner party. Do you take those offers?
Yeah.
That's exactly what was like yesterday. So all they were having birthday parties. We're just having we did two shows last night. So and people have fun, and then because now like when we go to somebody's house, right? The show is more. How would I say that? Like it's more, much better than if you go to a comedy club because that show is just sort of like designed for them. They get you right as the comedian a little bit.
That's right. It's more personalized to the audience there than just buying a ticket. So how did the Timmins show work out? You got a Richard Studel. He arranged that, and because I know Richard does a lot of comedy at the Moneta.
Yeah, so Richard has been really, awesome to a lot of the touring comedians. Whenever we pass through town, he always try to, help out and set up something for us. He's an amazing promoter, great friend, awesome comedian. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to see his comedy show as well. I hadn't seen him for 2 years.
I'm trying to figure this out. Like, if you're all by yourself, you're performing, you're driving, you're booking
Hmm.
your shows, you're writing. So no sleeping on your calendar, right?
Yeah,
I assume you don't sleep at all.
and also cooking Chinese food for people. So yes,
Okay.
no time for sleeping. That's right.
He never rests. He never rests. This guy, kids, with it because you'd
No.
have to because he's doing it all and living in his car now. Do you ever? Do you always sleep in the car, or sometimes you book a hotel room once in a while?
I'm sorry, I missed that. Do I do?
Oh, do you always sleep in the car, or once in a while you treat yourself to a hotel room? I'm trying to figure out how the traveling works.
Also, questions. What I've been doing in a couch surface people. I would say the majority of the time I stay with people, so I sleep on people's couches.
I like this. I just love what you're
Are you
doing.
familiar with the couch surfing concept?
The couch serving concept?
Couch
Yeah.
serving concept,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's called my
Yeah.
20s. In the 20s I did a lot of that. But How long have you been doing this for?
But like now I'm doing like literally full time, so nonstop. It'll be couches after couches after couches.
He's a couch master. He should get sponsored by the Brick. This guy, Kinsman. He can review any couch out there, guaranteed.
Ah, yeah, yes,
Right?
that's
Nothing can get past. He's like, okay, I slept on
that's
that couch last June. The fabric's a 7 out of 10. The springs need adjusting though, so let's get our crap together here.
sleep or sleep. Get the Sleeping Country to sponsor me.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I think it's tremendous. You're going to be at the Moneta this Saturday, and we know the tickets you can get to Eventbrite. And
Yep.
Richard's saying, hey, it's a Santa Claus parade, so you bring the kids to Santa Claus parade, then you ship them off to the babysitter, and mom and dad and the friends and the coworkers, they go out to the comedy club and have a good night and meet this awesome comedian who's traveling, hitting every city. He knows more about Canada than you, Kinsman, and you tell me you know a lot. I don't think so. I think that's your match here.
Well, I'm going to say his touring is probably going to be super, super awesome, and obviously lots of content. From stops out west to Terrace Bay, Thunder Bay, to when he gets to the Moneta here in Timmins. Obviously, performing in a city for the second time. What type of repertoire are you bringing for Saturday's show? Anything new and exciting for people who maybe didn't get to see you the first time around?
I would say I always bring joy for people, bring positivity for any group of people. My comedy is all about all the culture, combining all the culture and just. I would say it's like when people see me, it's usually they see like awesome energy, positive energy that when they bring back energy back to their life, and then they carry on the next day very happily.
Yeah. Enjoying life, and I think here's one of the things I think, because the comedy industry really suffered in the pandemic because you couldn't perform anywhere. People got grumpy and moody. They had no outlet. They couldn't go out and laugh and just have fun and forget about all the crap in the world, and they became miserable. So we really miss comedy. So if you have a lot of stress in your life, just put that aside and head out to the Moneta there on Saturday night. And we know Stoodle always puts on a good show. He has he'll have some local artists that will warm up the night, and always has good hosts. And the Moneta is a nice place to watch comedy and watch their headliner, a man of 1 million Canadian experiences, Kinsman.
That's right. And again, with no set, home address. I was reading like you don't have an anchor in any particular city. Have you seen one where you want to set the anchor down and say this is where I want to call home base? But right now you're just the traveling comedian, the hitchhiking comedian.
See, I'm a different person who is like will get very uncomfortable being settled in one town. Like I usually start getting bored. I was like 2 weeks, so it seems to me the road is my life. We're probably going to be in life for the next quite a while.
Yeah, and even with the price of gas,
The whole like settling down idea just doesn't work in my brain.
Yeah. So there's Richard. So the show is at 8:00. Tickets on Eventbrite.
Yeah.
They are available. Yes, Jan. Yeah, you mentioned you were single. That would be a very rough relationship if you had a partner in your life. We'll be happy with these travel arrangements. Yeah, but I do think it's awesome. It's a
People
good way.
should come to see me how it's like being single on a road.
Oh, we can imagine. Who knows what stories there are?
Well, that's it. Maybe some of the couches you're hopping at. Maybe some acquaintances across the country. Obviously, you're not going to kiss and tell, but I'm sure there's some stories in there. Gotta be, right?
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. He never sleeps on a lazy boy, Kinsman. He always has like a sectional where he can fill it up. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So I heard. I don't know. Strudel told me this. I don't know whether it's true or not. So. Hey guys, you can have him on your Christmas float. Well, yeah, you can come on. If you're in Timmins early, come on our Christmas float for sure.
We'll put you on there. We'll drop you off at the Moneta after the parade.
Oh, here's a great question. How many vehicles have you gone through? I love that question.
So like, how many vehicles have I like owned so far?
Well, yeah, like
Or during the tour.
with all this traveling, have you had to purchase a new vehicle or two, or you've always traveled with the same one?
So this is actually my very first vehicle. So as I mentioned in the past, I was hitchhiking. I was taking bus.
Oh, I think
Cut out a bit.
I need to around in the past. It was very different.
Yeah, he did. Don't worry about it because he's in terrace space, so I guess the signal isn't the best. But it's the man with one vehicle, 50,000 couches. It's your comedy's all over too, all over Canadian networks on SiriusXM. You've made a big splash in the Canadian comedy industry. I think that's really awesome, and it's a real privilege that you're coming back to Timmins on Saturday at the Moneta. And yeah, if you're in town for the Santa Claus parade, just shoot us a message. You can definitely come. We'll even put a couch on the float for you. You can take a nap for an hour.
You can rest up before your gig there on Saturday night.
Oh,
there you go. Right.
that's
Only
very
a lazy
nice.
boy. You know, we put a sectional out there. Who knows who's going to be on that couch? It is a family parade, you know. Yeah, there we go. But we won't keep you too long. Appreciate you hopping on. We know you're traveling in through Northern Ontario. The internet service is in and out. We're that one area of the world where we're not covered. But folks, you could see and tickets are available on Eventbrite, November 13th at the Moneta.
8 o'clock.
Awesome show.
Yeah.
Bring your friends and your family out, enjoy life, and just don't worry about the stress in the world. And if you got a couch, you got someplace to sleep, please let us know, because he only sleeps on a couch that's at least a 9 out of 10. Anything lower, don't even offer it.
That's right.
There he is. All right.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming on. We appreciate you stopping during your travels, and we'll see you in Timmins this weekend.
All right.
Okay.
Take care,
Thank
bud.
you.
Yeah, we'll see you in a few days.
Right. You can't imagine how poor the cell service is, because he is traveling from Thunder Bay up our way, and it's just terrible. It's almost impossible to find a decent spot.
Spotty in spots.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's really cool. The hitchhiking comedian, and he has some awesome experiences, and he has been doing this for a long time and doing something very, very unique. So if you have a chance to make it to the Moneta on Saturday night, get your tickets ahead of time and enjoy an awesome evening out.
That's right. Eventbrite, and you can probably get them right at the Moneta, and again, show time at 8 o'clock. And again, still time for him to be a part of the parade. It'd be kind of cool to have him on our float. And the parade starting at 6 that night, so we just might be able to fit him in. It's going to be fun.
Wouldn't it be awesome if we had a coach there and he just slept for the whole parade? It'd be awesome.
I bet he's going to be pretty tired. Yeah, a lot of kilometers on his show. Seeing that some of his shows out west, leading up to this week. Back in the summer months there, his money goes to women, battling breast cancer. So whatever city he's in, he'll try and find an avenue to raise some funds and give back into the communities where he's at.
He is. Yeah, you could drop him off during the parade route. Just drop him off the Moneta front door. Hand him off to Stoodle. That's awesome.
Such a good guy, and again, he's been doing this now for a handful of years, and still, it's still got to be probably one of the coolest jobs on the planet. You wake up, you don't know where you're going to be going. Obviously, he's got a vague idea where he's going, but every day is always different. So to be living in his shoes, a fly on the wall. I'm sure there's some great stories, and again, he'll probably share some of those stories on Saturday night.
There we go, pal. Okay, so what else did you want to chat about before we go? Because we're at the 1 hour mark.
1 hour mark.
Well, we did want to say, we talked about the 80s night. So if you're coming, the best thing to do is get your tickets ahead of time, because then the Surge will book you a table.
Mm-hmm.
They will reserve you a table. So when you walk in, nice reserve sign, and you don't got to worry about it. Tickets are normally sold at the door, but then there's no guarantee you have a table.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we encourage people to do that, and you get your tickets at the Surge. And Sherry's you're there for the 90s. She's got, I would say, almost twice as much stuff for the 80s coming in.
That's right. Another 80s backdrop, which you'll be able to do your selfies on the 80s red carpet. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, best dressed 80s. What are you thinking 80s? Crimped hairstyles? What was it for the guys? Turtlenecks?
So what I'm wearing now. Right?
That's a crew neck, isn't it? I think that's a crew neck.
Oh, this is a turtleneck.
Is it a turtleneck?
The pads, kids, the pad. See, you told me you knew about these pads, K9 ones. Lucky Martin's not on the show tonight. Let's see. I'm just hammering on these comments. Thank you so much, Lynn.
Yeah, thanks, Lynn, for tuning in.
Persians in the freezer. They win last in my house. Oh, yes. We should. Thank you, Joanne. Remember for people to bring socks. Yes, they will be collecting. It's called Socks
Timmins, and Carol Halt runs that. And because of the pandemic, normally they'd have little like drop-off booths in businesses, but they can't do that because of the pandemic. But she says they will be collecting new socks on the parade route.
New socks, yes. New
and again, not gently used socks. Some people say here's a pile that I've had for years. No, they're looking for brand new socks. And again, you can find a bag for $5-10 at Walmart, the dollar store. Socks all over the place. And again, you're going to keep someone's foot warm over the holidays.
How do you know socks are all over the place, but you know where the poppies were?
I haven't seen a poppy, a place to grab my poppy yet.
All right, pal. This is for the $25 Tim Hortons card. Are you ready?
Yes, we're going to be giving this away. And again, I'm going to drop this off to someone tonight. So there we go. $25.
Tonight. Wow. You're right on a roll.
We'll go to...
Oh, well, that... No.
Well, there you go. Okay, half for you and half for me. We can't win.
That's not right.
They'd be like, that's a rigged...
That's because I replied on one of the comments about Vanguard. There you go.
There, Lynn Draper. All right. Lynn, can you buy us a coffee? Because we were technically the winners. Not
there. Yeah, no kidding.
Tim card. There we go.
To Lynn Draper. Okay, so there we go.
So we'll reach out to you, Lynn, and again, I'll get your address. Well, I just might drop this off tonight.
Oh, now it's a might. Well, you got to check with them first. Maybe some.
Well, that's it. But Anne-Marie Phippen, we're still trying to unload that. She won a $50 Ultimate Restaurant gift card on the last show, and all she has to do is tell us where she's at, and we'll drop that off to her. I can drop off two tonight.
I'll send Anne-Marie a message. But there you go. Oh well, $1 coffees, can't go wrong with that. The next show is Tuesday night, where we have Meet the Entrepreneurs from Pitch.
It's going to be another great night. Yes, Pitch and Link North, and the big show. And again, the big watch party coming up on the 18th for Pitch.
Yes,
where you get to see you and I in action. We host this bad boy event. I can't wait to see this.
All right, Kinsman. You did a good job. Your camera looks much
My
better.
camera looks great. Is this how I actually look? I was actually getting used to the pink pigment.
Are you
On the
you wanna admit publicly or privately that I was right and you should have listened to me?
I should have listened to you, what, 2.5 months ago?
I've been
Yeah,
telling
I probably should have listened to you 2.5 months ago. Never again, pal. I'll listen to you from the get-go. Okay, I promise.
Oh man, do I got some bad life advice for you then?